Greetings and salutations. It is your realtor by design, Courtney, coming to you with another home project. Now, this one here is lengthy for my team and myself, and you guys know who my team is, the fam. So you have seen us put together furniture. That's been our big thing. We've been putting together little pieces of furniture here and there, or changing out the hot water tank. But this time we are going to paint the banister as well as the spindles. Okay, we are changing it up from this oak color because it just doesn't fit us. And sometimes when you own a home, you have to make these changes. So when we moved into this home, we love the location, we love the home, but there's things that we want to be more us. So this is still the continuation of us. Dun dun. So we've already went to Google University and figured out a little technique in order to paint the banister and the spindles that we hope will work. Ching. Okay, and we've already bought all the products that we should need, and I have them laid out here. So I'm giving a shout out to my girls on YouTube who showed us how to do this. So this is the gel. I've never heard of this before, me having to paint the banister, so this is all new to us, but we're definitely going to use this gel stain. We're going with a two-tone, so the banister and all of the supporting major posts are going to be black, and then all the thin spindles are going to be white. So this black enamel is going to go beautiful on this banister. So we got that. We're gonna clean it. So first step to doing this, we're gonna clean it, and then we're going to put the gel on the banister. We're gonna prep. So prep, gel, seal. That's just for banister purposes. For spindles, we're gonna prime and paint. It should be an amazing experience. It's not a one-day adventure here. It's a multiple day adventure. So I'll let you know which day we're on as we go through, and we're gonna go from there. See you soon. Right now, everybody has a start on doing something. The banister has been cleaned. We're wiping down the spindles now in this first phase of prepping the banister to be painted. Alrighty, so we're still on day one. My crew and I, we managed to clean the banister and the spindles in under an hour. That's what happens when you're not working by yourself, but you can do it by yourself, but you gotta account for the time. So as you can see, the banister has been sanded down some slightly, because we don't have to sand it all the way down because we are using a gel. So you don't have to sand it all the way down. And then we cleaned the spindles and we have taped those off nicely. And what did we use to clean? For the top, for the banister, we used the, what was it called? Mineral spirits, that's what it was called. It was called mineral spirits. That's what we used to clean the banister off, to get some of the sheen and a lot of the dust off of there. And for the spindles, we just used some Simply Green. Simply Green got the spindles nice and clean, because we're using a different type of, we're using oil base on these spindles with a water base. We're using oil-based primer on the spindles with a water-based enamel on top of that. And so what we have going on now, we have the gel. We're starting to add the gel on. Looking good. The nice thing about the gel is that it not being a paint, you don't have that same drip factor. So that was really, really good. Remember, this is the first coat, and it's going to take 24 hours to dry. So we'll see what happens. Transition. coat is almost fully applied. Everybody's been diligently working together. Right, team?
Yeah.
Day one of Operation Staircase Makeover has been completed, okay? So this week have the first coat of the banister completely painted. It looks really good. So far, we're really pleased with it. We are loving this update. We are so loving this update that we have with this banister right now. And this is only the first coat. So we are super excited to put on the second coat. And let me tell you, having my awesome squad with me makes it all the more easier. I love it when we get to work together. This is just one little project we're doing to make our house more ours. And we will see you for day 2. Greetings and salutations. Okay, I don't even know what day we are on now because of the temperature of our house, it took a lot longer for the banister to dry than expected. However, we did complete 2 coats because it looks so fabulous. We didn't need the 3rd coat. The gel stain was awesome. And we also have placed the polyacrylic on it as well. Okay, so the polyacrylic, so the banister is complete. Show them.
I thought I did show them in the past.
Show them this banister. Show them the lovely banister. Okay, bring it back down, bring it back down, bring it back down. You don't have to go all the way up like that. Just bring it back down, okay? So now that the banister is complete, we started on the spindles, okay? So we started on the lower half, the ascending spindles going up the stairs. We've done taped off to prevent messing up the floor, messing up the staircase, as well as taped off the banister so we won't mess up the newly finished banister, okay? So the spindles, this section of the spindles, we've already completed the first 2 coats of the primer. We're putting 2 coats of primer on. The section up here of the spindles, we have 1 coat of primer on. And we'll be putting the next coat on tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow we'll be putting that next coat on. And then we still have the whole upstairs to do. But we are getting it done. We are getting it done, okay? So let's put it like this. It's now been a lot longer than expected, but of course that's to be expected. We're having family, we have school going on in the household, we have work going on in the household. So this is a project that is great that we're not in a rush. So look forward to seeing the finished product. We're excited and we're happy about where it's going now. So see you in the next video.
I'm just gonna cut it out.
Cut it out. Cut out that audio. Cut it out. We've gone so far, we've already totally put 2 coats of primer on. All of the spindles have the 2 coats of primer. I'm working on right now, I'm working on putting on the enamel, the first coat of the enamel.
I thought this was the paint.
Yeah, this is the enamel. That's what it's called, enamel, what it's actually called. So it is the paint to what you're saying. And it's coming along well. We're planning on having this completed this weekend. No more Mr. Nice Guy with the staircase. No more taking our time with this joker. You know? So I'm finishing up this last section of the staircase with the first coat of the enamel. And then we'll be putting on 1 more coat. And then we'll be cleaning up anything that needs to be cleaned up. So far, still coming along good. been a labor of love, but my team and I have finished repainting, remodeling our DIY moment of our banister, our spindles of our home staircase. And we love how it looks. It totally changed the look. Check it out.